Dear Lord.
Alright, let's see. Does this work? Will this work?
I think so.
Alright, looking
Say a
good.
prayer, Crota. Quick.
Alright. Alright. Alright, looks like everything's working. VortiX has spawned as the orange undead on the top left-hand side here of Terranistan. He is going up against Sini, a not well-known, Night Elf player out of China, who had a very impressive win. I don't know if it was he studied VorTex's replays, or he knew the matchup so well, or he knew the meta of the European undead players, and it looked like he just came out guns blazing, before VortiX could really get his feet underneath him. And I'm wondering how VortiX is going to respond here in game number 2. All right, players opening up with good luck, have fun. We see an Altar of Darkness, Crypt, Ziggurat, pretty much standard opening. Looks like it could be what, Death Knight. I think that was the Death Knight opening we saw earlier. Meanwhile, Sydney opening up Ancient of War just outside of that mercenary camp. Will, well, most likely get Keeper of the Grove and do... Nope, it's going to be Warden. All right, Warden here on Terranistan, not uncommon. But normally I see Warden going up against human players a little bit more often. Warden a little bit can be a little bit fragile because of Death Coil and Frost Nova. So we'll see how this plays out. Warden is known to harass expansions very, very easily, and I guess he's banking on VortiX to do exactly that, trying to do a fast expansion here on Terranistan.
Yeah, the doorbell rang. I had to pick up the food.
All right. Well, you feed yourself. I don't want a hungry Todd. Or a hangry Todd.
Hangry.
Hangry. I don't want a hangry Todd on the stream.
It's too late, man.
Too late. All right. Ancient of War coming back across over here. Lightning Shield on that. Archer going to go ahead and reposition itself and getting a little bit of damage. Once more, Warden going to be coming across here, getting perhaps a fan of knives to finish off the remainder of the creep camp. Meanwhile, Death Knight does have a sacrificial skull. Two sacrificial skulls, and he did sell that Scroll of Town Portal, so it looks like it is going to be a fast expansion attempt here with the Death Knight first. And, well, that Warden play trying to hunt down Acolytes at the expansion may work very well. We saw what happened in the previous game. VortiX, well, delayed his tech to tier 3, which had a profound effect, as well as... Was that a crystal ball? Yeah, crystal ball coming in from VortiX, keeping track of where Sini already is. Sini picking up a wand of mana stealing as he's wandering back, and right now I'm just giving Todd plenty of time to chew and eat. I don't want a hangry Todd on the channel, as we're looking at, well, Sini now heading off over here to clear out that rogue wizard creep camp. VortiX. Oh, you're there? All right. In between bites.
Smoothie, man.
All right.
A player's forces are under attack.
I got something easy to eat, like a bowl, but I'll eat it after.
A town is under
maybe in between games.
All right.
Maybe we'll try the 2-on-2 next, since the veto's already done.
All right, hopefully we won't get any more join bugs. We're looking at the Warden trying to delay or cancel the Haunted Goldmine. Does exactly that. Gets in a Shadow Meld right there. And there is that, a crystal ball being able to reveal once more. Warden being forced to try and back away. Do we see a tech to tier 2 behind this? No, we don't. VortiX does still want to get his expansion up and running, as we're looking at the, well, Warden come back across and maybe perhaps using that one of mana stealing. And, well, no, Shadow Strike straight up onto that Death Knight, just trying to rack up damage. And we're going to see another Shadow Meld as well. Nope, able to blink away once more.
Yeah, forcing the blink is a very big deal. Oh, he woke up the shop. Yeah, forcing the blink is a very big deal because it's very costly at level 1, so it forces so much mana to be used. And now if you look at the gold counts, VortiX is going to be able to creep pretty easily. Yeah, I growed both camps at the same time. That was a bit of a mistake.
Yep. VortiX gonna clean up here. Death Knight should get very close to level 3, if not at level 3. Meanwhile, the Warden heading back down to the south. was able to get well, some moon juice, and now back up to full health and mana. Gonna try and clear up, and now go into level 2 Shadow Strike, most likely to put more pressure onto that Death Knight. Death Knight staying, well, should get to level 3 here. Yep, just gets to level 3, and we're looking at that Haunted Gold Mine once more at 50% being done, more Acolytes being trained over. Meanwhile, back at home, we are looking at Sini. He is going into the Tree of Life. He is getting that Hunter's Hall, and he may be trying to do that, well, dual Ancient of Lore Mass Dryad push once more. He did hire up a bit more mercenaries, though, this time around to do a little bit more solo creeping, as the Warden picks up Rune Bracers. Exactly what the Warden needed to try and shake off any of that Death Coil Frost Nova damage during that harassment time.
It's always nice to pick that up against Undead.
Yep.
You can expect in this kind of game on Terranas as well, Undead to, you know, get to multiple heroes, high level, Death Knight Lich, the standard. So to be able to reduce that nuke, so important on a fragile hero like the Warden.
Exactly.
Crystal Ball used in the main, and he sees the timing on that Untrestle, which usually lines up pretty well with the tier 2 as well.
All right. Warden trying to clear out with the Tree of Life over here at the expansion, but the Death Knight of VortiX already coming across here, trying to put in a little bit of pressure. Shadow Strike, one of Mana Stealing used against that Death Knight again. Death Knight does have a Ritual Dagger, trying to chase after that Forest Troll Shadow Priest, the weakest link in the army, taking that down very quickly, and now trying to take down that Forest Troll Berserker as well, which represents a large amount of damage. Unholy Aura closing up that distance, but the Forest Troll Berserker should be able to get back, drink some Moonwell juice, as the Warden still has access to plenty of Shadow Strikes, and perhaps being able to pick off some of those ghouls. As long as VortiX is delaying the entangling of the gold mine, he should be able to, well, bank up a large amount of gold here. He is taking the tier 2. It is a little bit slower than the well, Sini so far, as the dual Ancient of Lore is already under construction.
He's gonna do the VortiX special. Look at the main base. That's 4 crypts.
All right, the four
he did that a while back in DreamHack, but that was against human, I think, mostly, where he was going 4 crypt gargs. Looks like against Elf, he wants to try it here.
All right, so well, his opponent isn't really going, or Sini is not really going for mass archers or anything like that. Staff of Teleportation, Death Knight is going to be able to back out while keeping that entire ghoul army there, focusing down the Forest Troll Berserker, and the units are just putting in pressure all over the place. You could try to wake up the creeps. Yep, waking up the creeps because of Daybreak. And now the Warden's going to be forced to run back. There goes a quick Shadow Strike, but a beautiful deny from a skeletal minion, taking down one of those ghouls, as you do not want to allow that Warden to get to level 6.
Yeah, actually, the Warden is just above level 3. So VortiX done a very good job of not feeding much and not allowing the Warden to get to level 4 quickly. Just to be careful, the ghoul around... Ooh, we tried to go for the deny, but doesn't get it yet. That ghoul on the right side is going to fall. I like the shop at the expo as well for VortiX. Extra defense potential there. And yeah, now the gargoyle production really begins.
All right, so mass gargoyles against dryads once more. Well, I guess it's just going to become a game of numbers, and VortiX this time around, with the expansion behind it, it's just brute force versus brute force. Who has the bigger hammer? And that may be how this particular game goes. Sini now moving with that Ancient of War, trying to clear out another creep camp here, but a Shadow Strike onto the Death Knight, keeping VortiX at bay, as the Lightning Shield doing a large part of that damage against this creep camp down to the south, or down to the east.
How fast is this DK going to get level 5? I think pretty fast. If he starts getting dryads all over the place.
Oh yeah.
There we go.
Yeah, the air superiority, being able to focus down those units here. Dryad is trying to back away. There goes, however, one gargoyle trying to well, pull itself back once more. No Death Knight for the Death Coil to keep the units alive. As we're going to look, well, the Warden still seen it at level 3. Death Knight trying to come back across here. Level 4 now onto the Warden. Does have access to that level 2 Blink, which is incredibly important since it is significantly cheaper. Death Knight low on hit points. Does have a potion of healing. Warden gets choked up on a chicken in the middle of the field, as the Death Knight should be able to get back on the Blight and stay healthy.
Yeah, he misrallied, I think, the next Gargs that he was getting for a bit here, VortiX. So now he fixed that. They're kind of idle in the base. And yeah, the Warden getting 4 is nice, but still a long way to level 5. And as soon as there is like 10 guards, those Dryads die very quick. So I wonder if VortiX might really commit for an attack. The greater mana, though, that kind of worries me for VortiX because his DK has been low level for a very long time. But look at this. He grabs 2 scroll of healing and he's going to do a big push here on 50 supply. He's super smart. Instead of just breaking up Gip, he's still mining a ton. Protector going up. Yeah, never mind. It's not going up. It's going down.
Yeah. All right, Shadow Strike going down onto a Gargoyle here. Wisp getting cleaned up here. This is just mass Gargoyles putting pressure. Ancient of Wonders trying to be constructed, but as you know, while the buildings are, well, under construction, there's no armor. That piercing damage is a lot, and the Death Knight gets to level 4 pretty quickly, picks up a Manual of Health that Sini left behind, and the Warden is the only thing here left to defend. VortiX sitting at 55 supply, going up against Sini's 45 here, and, well, VortiX pretty much saying, I can use brute force and win with a large army of Gargoyles against your Dryads as well. Tree of Life down to 600 hit points. It does need repairs. Death Knight is in a little bit of trouble. Is he going to be able to stay alive here? Oh, beautiful blink to try and stay alive here as the Gargoyles are not going to be going after the Dryads once more. There goes another Dryad taken down. Ghouls are here to clean up all of those Wisps. Only 2 Wisps left in the gold mine. And it looks like VortiX is going to get the job done. Take down this Tree of Life. And then back off and let the economic advantage carry him into the next battle.
He might just even go for the kill. Walden is low, there is no one else. I think if he knew he'd go, he might just check. You know, go forward, see that army, see that Walden, and be like, all right, I can just go.
All right, it looks like that's exactly what's happening here. All the Moonwells are pretty much dry. Death Knight low on hit points, has a scroll of healing, and that's it. And yeah, Sini just says, GG, we're going into a game number 3. All right, so talking about just 2 very, very different games between game number 1 and game number 2. VortiX, game number 1 on the receiving end of a beatdown of just mass Dryads, coming back with a Gargoyle special off of, I believe you said 4 Crypts, and Sini just was not ready for it.